Hey, what's going on, everybody? Kenny Lammons here on All Things Medicare. This channel is designed by my partner and I, Ethan Gladwell, just to help other agents with tips, tricks, strategies, and just share our journey, both successes and failures, on trying to build a really big and successful Medicare business. So if you get some use out of today, please like and subscribe to this channel, All Things Medicare. Today's video are for you guys who want to learn how to sell Medicare Advantage year-round. There's several different strategies to do this. I'm going to nail down on one specifically today, and I'll follow up with videos on the other strategies as well. So just to give you a little bit of context, we've been life and health agents, mostly doing Medicare supplements, life insurance, and different things for a little over 5 years now. This past AEP of 2019 was our first time to ever delve into Medicare Advantage. I wrote about 60 that first AEP, but considering I didn't even really have a marketing strategy, that we definitely saw the potential in it from that moment on. So when we planned for 2020, we looked at the market, we said, wow, there's a lot of potential here. We love it. Let's really go all in on this. So we needed a strategy. How are we going to continue to sell outside of AEP, the annual enrollment period, or outside of OEP, which is the open enrollment period, Medicare Advantage? What we found was there's really, in my opinion, 4 main strategies. There's going after the new to Medicare, turning 65 market. There's 5-star plans, so you can go to an area that offers a 5-star plan. Like LIS and Medicaid market, that's huge. We're going to cover all 3 of those. But today we're going to cover the chronic market. So this is a strategy that you can facilitate, and it will allow you to sell clients year-round with Medicare Advantage. Our goal this year is we're starting out with, I think, a pretty good immediate goal is to personally write 40 per month. We've actually already had a couple months well above that. With COVID hitting, we had a month kind of dropping below that. But ultimately, we'd like to, reach 500 each this year, with our own pins. So let's jump right into it. Chronic. What are we doing with chronic plans to help us achieve that goal? What is a chronic plan first? So a chronic plan is often called CSNP for Chronic Special Needs Plan. It's a Medicare Advantage plan that is designed specifically for people with certain chronic conditions, such as diabetes, COPD, heart conditions, even some plans around the country that are for people with end-stage renal disease. You're going to have to check which plans are available in your area or where you're willing to go to use these chronic plans. So what are the benefits for your clients? So as you're going out there and offering this as a value proposition, what benefits can this chronic plan provide your clients? Well, a CSNP plan can help your clients because they typically have tailored health management programs, and those can be varying levels, but they'll do things to help mitigate that chronic condition. They'll develop a plan, stay in touch with you, just to kind of help minimize, and clients love it. They love to know that somebody's on their team, that they have a plan set out to help with their chronic condition. It also can lower certain drug costs, so a lot of the chronic plans will offer certain brands of insulin as a tier 2 or maybe even a tier 1, where normally it would be tremendously more expensive. And it can also lower certain copays. So here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we've got a chronic plan that offers $0 copay for primary and specialist in or out of network. I mean, wouldn't that be huge if you had something like that? So they're well worth looking into because they can provide a lot of benefits to your clients. And here's the thing, the only qualification is if they're on Medicare Part A and Part B, and a chronic plan might be right for them, they can make that change at any time throughout the year outside of the regular enrollment periods, just by having one of those qualifying conditions listed on the plan. It's really going to help you stay busy year-round. So here in our area, there's several. The main ones, some of the big carriers like United Healthcare have a couple. Mara Group offers one more in the metropolitan area. So we've got several to choose from. The first thing you need to do It's great for your clients, but how do I utilize it is just go find out which ones are available. Some areas might have a chronic plan that only talks about diabetes. It's the only way you can get on it. But others may do certain heart conditions. Like I mentioned before, they're all a little bit different depending where you're at. How can you use it? How do we incorporate this into our business to help us achieve our goal of building our Medicare book throughout the year? Well, number one, if you have somebody that doesn't have any of the other election periods or the SEPs, they don't have extra help or LIS, they're not Medicaid eligible, you don't have a 5-star in that area, you don't have, they're not new to Medicare. A lot of the people that I help out with this, they have just Part A, B, and a drug plan. And so they never knew that there was a plan out there designed specifically for someone with the chronic conditions they have. You do not have to have a marketing strategy that is geared specifically towards people with chronic conditions. They're everywhere. If you actually make a tally of it, what percentage of the people you sit with either have a heart condition, a lung condition, or diabetes? Probably a large majority of them. Now it's not going to be right for everyone, but if half of the people you see have a chronic condition, it gives you an opportunity to present a plan that can be better for them. And that's the only requirement, is that it doesn't have anything to do with income. The only requirement is that they have that qualifying condition. So a few of the main reasons that I'll make this sale is for those that maybe they're on some type of HMO that's really restrictive and they need to see multiple specialists because they've got this chronic condition. So I'll find a chronic plan that's a PPO, that's got modest copays. It's going to help them see all the doctors they need. I'll use it to lower insulin costs for certain clients. That makes a world of difference. Even if another copay goes up a little bit, if you can save them money on their drugs, it's going to be huge. I don't want to go too much into the specifics because the plans are going to vary depending where you live. But here's what you need to know about it. You can do this year-round outside of AAP. You can put a lot of your clients you can have a big strategic advantage over other agents that don't offer these plans or aren't familiar with them, because it can be life-changing when you get them lower the cost of their insulin, for instance. And you're going to differentiate yourself because there's only going to be a limited number of chronic plans in any given area. So it really helps with your retention. If that plan fits, you're offering it in the middle of the year, you can feel confident that during the annual enrollment period, another agent or a phone agent or whatever it might be, or call center, isn't going to be able to come in and switch them very easily, because it probably won't make a lot of sense for them to get off that plan. So I will cover in the next couple videos, that's the chronic SEP. Okay, so you need to familiarize yourself with the chronic plans in your area, incorporate it into your strategy if you want to sell year-round. We'll touch on 3 other areas if you're focusing on turning 65 new to Medicare market, the 5-star market if you have that available in your area, and LIS Medicaid. Also with chronic, doesn't matter about income, so whatever marketing strategy you use, you can help somebody with a chronic plan regardless of their income level. I hope this was helpful. It was more of a technical training. If you have specific questions, feel free. I'll put my email below. Feel free to reach out directly. Y'all stay safe out there.